Have you ever walked into a quiet room and felt someone's eyes on you without a single word spoken? What if the true language of attraction is a whisper, not a shout, and you only hear it when you're still enough to listen? And if a man's strength lies in his calm, are you ready to observe instead of chasing fleeting signals? Welcome back to Stoic Wisdom. Among all the chaos in life, the most misunderstood force is the silent language of attraction. But a calm man does not chase signs, he observes. The Stoic does not let himself get lost in anxiety or confusion. He stands grounded with clarity, patience, and full presence. And in that stillness, he begins to see what others miss. If a woman truly likes you, you won't hear it at first. You'll feel it, but only if you're quiet enough to notice. These secret signs don't scream, they whisper. In today's reflection, we're not playing guessing games. We're returning to the timeless, steady wisdom of Stoicism. We will study the woman not as a conquest, but as a mirror. For in her reflection, a man doesn't just discover attraction, he discovers himself. There are 6 signs here, not tricks, but truths, and the Stoic man sees them clearly, unclouded by ego or desire. The first sign, perhaps the most telling, is when a woman seeks your presence, not just your attention. Attention is often loud, shallow, and fleeting, made up of flattery or passing compliments. But presence is something deeper. It's the calm, grounded energy you bring into a space. It's the peace she feels around you without needing to say a word or put on a performance. When she chooses to spend time with you without an agenda, without needing entertainment or validation, that's a powerful sign. It means she finds value in your essence, not just your actions. She feels peace, not pressure, in your company. She wants to be around you because of who you are, not what you do. And for the disciplined man, this is where truth begins to unfold. In a world addicted to noise, a woman drawn to your stillness is revealing something sacred. She's not chasing distraction. She's gravitating toward depth. That kind of attraction isn't earned through effort or charm. You don't need to win it. You just need to live in alignment with your true self and notice when someone is quietly drawn to that. Her choosing your presence over someone else's attention is not a coincidence. It's a reflection. The Stoic does not turn this into an ego boost. He doesn't boast or even necessarily respond outwardly. He simply observes, acknowledges the moment, and continues to be himself because he understands. When a woman desires your presence, she's not falling for a role. So, what about the other 5 signs? What quiet truths do they reveal about the silent resonance between two souls? Let's turn to back. In the previous page, we explored the quiet power of presence. When a woman is drawn not to what you do, but to the peaceful energy you naturally carry. Now let's keep observing. What happens when 2 frequencies begin to move in rhythm? She's not just noticing what you show, she's tuning in to the man beneath the surface. This quiet, authentic kind of interest is one of the strongest signals a woman can give. When she starts to mirror your pace and energy, she's unconsciously revealing her resonance with your presence. This isn't something scripted or strategic. It just happens, like 2 rivers meeting and flowing as one. Pay attention. She begins to match your tone, your laughter aligns with hers. She may even mimic your posture or gestures without realizing it. This subtle synchronization shows she's not only socially attuned to you, but emotionally in tune as well. The Stoic man doesn't search for signs out of insecurity. He simply observes, quietly and without judgment. Most importantly, he knows mirroring is not manipulation, it's connection. Just as a still lake reflects the sky above, a woman reflects the emotional state you hold within. If your presence is steady and grounded, she flows into that rhythm because she feels safe enough to let her guard down and step into your energy field. This kind of mirroring holds trust and ease within it. It's a wordless dance, so natural that only those truly present will notice it happening. The Stoic man doesn't try to lead the dance. He holds his rhythm firmly and sees who is willing to match it. In a world obsessed with performance, the moment she begins to mirror you is a quiet truth. There's no need to name it or question it, just observe. She doesn't do this to impress. It's because something in your stillness has quietly touched her. And the man who sees this without exploiting it, who remains centered and clear, walks in the strength that Stoicism trains. Clarity without clinging, presence without pressure. But not all signs arrive as gentle invitations. Sometimes she will challenge you. not to break you, but to measure your depth. Will you stay grounded when teased? Will you hold your frame when she flips your words or watches how you react to discomfort? Will you lose your calm or smile with steadiness? The Stoic man welcomes this test. He doesn't dodge it or turn it into a performance. He simply stands firm in his truth, letting her observe for herself that she hasn't found someone to rattle, but someone rooted. A Stoic man stands firm, unmoved by ego. He understands that any truth worth trusting must first be tempered. So when a woman gently presses your boundaries, teasing, questioning, even pushing back, take it for what it is, recognition of potential. She isn't trying to drive you away, she's feeling for substance. Is your calm authentic? Do your actions ring true to your words? Each moment of resistance is an invitation for her to see the man beneath the surface, fully lit and unmasked. Hold your ground with quiet composure, and you reveal exactly what she hopes to find. Yet, challenges aren't the only signs. When a woman uncovers her vulnerabilities, speaking of private doubts, old wounds, or hidden fears, without asking you to swoop in as savior, she's placing a rare jewel of trust in your hands. This confession is not a plea for applause or rescue. It springs from the safety she senses beside you. The Stoic response? Listen deeply. Resist the reflex to fix or preach. Offer the stillness of full presence, letting her words settle like falling snow. That quiet acknowledgement often heals more than any hurried solution ever could. In a world eager to repair her, your willingness simply to witness becomes a silent fortress, solid, steady, and irresistibly magnetic. Notice how she watches your reaction. Do you rush to change the subject, or do you remain steadfast, allowing her softness to exist without judgment? When you stay, she learns she can be raw and still be met with strength, not chaos. Then something subtle happens. She begins to echo your principles in her own thoughts and conversations. Suddenly, your values, once just words you lived by, surface in her stories, her decisions, her jokes. That reflection signals connection deeper than any casual compliment. It means your character has resonated so strongly that it's taken root in her inner world. So, after the test of ego, after the unveiling of vulnerability, and after your values find a home in hers, what signs remain? What final threads weave this tapestry of silent attraction into something undeniable? The previous section revealed a quiet but powerful shift. When she begins to reflect your worldview, not to impress you, but because your values have resonated deeply with her truth. Now let's continue uncovering the subtle signs of attraction through the lens of presence and stillness. You're no longer just someone she listens to. You've become someone who quietly shapes how she sees the world. But this isn't about control or influence for its own sake. From a Stoic perspective, this is about alignment, two people gradually tuning into the same inner compass. You might notice this when she brings up something you once said, not as flattery, but as a thought she's genuinely been reflecting on. Perhaps she mentions your view on emotional discipline, detachment from outcomes, or the quiet strength of resilience. She's not echoing you to gain approval. She's engaging with your perspective because it resonates with her inner truth. This is not loud or obvious, but it's a profound sign of respect, and more than that, a deep, grounded attraction. The Stoic man does not try to convert others to his path. He simply lives it, calmly, consistently, and without apology. And if someone is influenced by that, it's because they've felt its value, not because it was forced. When a woman starts to integrate your values into her own life, it means she sees something admirable in your character, something she trusts. To be heard is one thing, to be remembered, something more. But to be mirrored in someone else's evolving self, that's a bond few ever reach. This form of connection is quiet but lasting. It means she's drawn not just to how you make her feel, but to who you are at your core. And in the eyes of a Stoic, that's a rare and meaningful connection, meant to be observed, not possessed. Then something even deeper begins to surface: curiosity. When a woman is genuinely interested in your inner world, it's a powerful sign. She begins to look past small talk and social masks. She wants to know what you believe, what shaped you, where you're going. Not from politeness, but from a sincere desire to understand the man beneath the stillness. And the Stoic man? He receives this curiosity with humility, not ego. It's not a performance, it's an invitation to authentic presence. This kind of attention is rare. In a noisy world filled with shallow distractions, someone who leans in to truly learn who you are is offering something precious. She doesn't just listen, she remembers. Days or even weeks later, she'll recall something you once said, not to test you, but to show that your words stayed with her. She becomes not just a mirror to your thoughts, but to your essence. And the Stoic man doesn't feel the need to embellish when he's seen in this way. He answers clearly, honestly, and with quiet strength, because he knows real connection isn't built on fantasy, it's grounded in truth. When she seeks to understand your mindset, it's not to challenge it, it's to explore whether your values align with hers, or perhaps even to find inspiration in them. To the Stoic, being truly known is not a goal to chase, but the natural result of living in full integrity. And when a woman asks, why do you think that way? Or what led you down this path? She's not just curious, she's investing her attention. And attention given freely, with sincerity, is one of the clearest silent signs of genuine attraction. The Stoic watches not to feed his pride, but to understand the moment. He does not chase validation. He knows what is real will remain and what is false will fade. Because in the end, attraction is never about control, it's about alignment. Let her signals arise on their own, and when they do, don't respond with games, but with presence and truth. Now tell me, do you notice the signs, or are you still too loud to hear the whispers?